Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Lion Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I will be fighting a 2,000-point battle between my Dark Angels and Blood Angels and Jason's Death Guard. So the story that we've got going on here today is that the Death Guard were invading this planet, being led by Mortarion himself, leading the charge down here on the planet, and Azrael has led a force of Dark Angels to hold the line, aided in their pursuit by the Blood Angels, who sent down an elite force to come help them to try to keep back the Demon Primarch for as long as possible until reinforcements can arrive to try to wipe them off completely. So that's the story that we are going to be playing today. But no one really knows why Mortarion is here, and that is why we are going to be playing one of the Maelstrom missions from the chapter approved. It is going to be the Sealed Orders. Yep, Sealed Orders, which basically means that it's regular Maelstrom, except there's a few changes. One, we don't see each other's objectives. The only time that we will ever see each other's objectives is if we successfully achieve an objective or discard an objective. On top of that, at the beginning of our first turn, we draw 6 objectives. Then we keep those objectives and only redraw once we've gotten rid of all of our objectives. So you can still discard the one at the end of the turn for free. There's also a stratagem for 1 CP where you can get rid of up to 3 of your tactical objectives. And then for once you've completely used out all 6 of those, either by discarding or successfully achieving those objectives, the first time that you redraw after doing that, you redraw up to 5, and then 4, 3, 2, and 1, so on as you go forward. So that is how it goes on. So you don't actually draw up to a certain number each turn. You only redraw once you run out of objectives. So that is the story. That is the mission that we are going to be playing. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Dark Angels and Blood Angels, I'll be running a battalion detachment and a vanguard detachment. Leading off the battalion detachment, we have Azrael and a lieutenant. We have 3 5-man scout squads with bolters. We have 2 5-man intercessor squads. We have a 6-man reaver squad with grav shoots and bolt carbines. We have a company ancient. We have 2 5-man Devastator squads, one with 4 las cannons and one with 4 plasma cannons. We have a 5-man Hellblaster squad. Then for the Blood Angels, I'll be running a Vanguard detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have a captain with Jump Pack, Thunderhammer and Storm Shield, and Lamartes. We have a Sanguinary Ancient. We have a 5-man squad of Death Company with jump packs. 1 has a Thunderhammer, and 4 have chainswords and bolt pistols. And last but not least, we have an 8-man Sanguinary Guard squad, all with Angelus bolt guns, 4 with Encarmine swords, and 4 with power fists. And for the Death Guard, he'll be running a battalion detachment, a vanguard detachment, and a super heavy auxiliary detachment. Leading off the battalion detachment, we have a Chaos Lord with a plasma pistol and a malignant plague caster. We have 3 Plague Marine squads, 2 6-man with bolters and 1 plasma gun in each. The Aspiring Champion in each of those has a power fist and a plague knife. And 1 5-man squad. The Aspiring Champion has a plague knife and bolter. There is 1 Flail of Corruption, 2 Bubonic Axes, and 1 Great Plague Cleaver. We have 2 Plague Burst Crawlers with Plague Burst Mortar, 2 Entropy Cannons each, and a Heavy Slugger. Then for the Vanguard detachment, we have a Lord of Contagion with a Man Reaper. We have a Noxious Blightbringer, a Plague Surgeon, and a Tallyman. We have 2 3-man Death Shroud Terminators. And last but not least, we have Mortarion himself. All right, going over deployment here for the Dark Angels and Blood Angels here. We've got a scout squad sitting on objective number 1 over here. We've got my Sanguinary Guard and the Blood Angels captain over here. He has visions of Sanguinius. I also gave him the Angel's Wings backpack, jump pack, basically allowing him to reroll charge rolls, and he can't be overwatched. I've got my 5-man Devastator squad with the las cannons inside the building over here, also on objective number 6, which happens to be they fail first. Then we have over here the 5-man Intercessor squad. We have the 5-man Hellblaster squad with the company ancient, Azrael, and the lieutenant. We have another 5-man squad of scouts in the back line here. We have a 5-man squad of scouts inside the building over there on the objective. And over here in this building, we have another 5-man Intercessor squad and 5-man Devastator squad with the plasma cannons. In Deep Strike Reserve, I have Lamartes, I have the 5-man Death Company squad, and I have the Sanguinary Ancient, as well as the 6-man Reaver squad. Going over deployment now for the Death Guard, we have one of the 6-man Plague Marine squads over here in this building. We've got Malignant Plague Caster back over here. We have Mortarion in the middle, raring to go. We've got a squad of Death Shroud Terminators over here, along with the which one's that one?
That's Plague Surgeon.
That's the Plague Surgeon's up on top here. This one over here is the Noxious Blightbringer. We then have the 2 Plague Burst Crawlers. We have the Chaos Lord back over here. We then have the 5-man Plague Marine squad and the 6-man Plague Marine squad over here. And we have the Tallyman in the back end over here. In Deep Strike Reserve, he has the other squad of Death Shroud Terminators, as well as the Lord of Contagion? No. Yep. Yeah, Lord of Contagion with the Man Reaper. So, as of right now, Death Guard are going to be going first. Unless I can seize the initiative. Looking for a 6. Show me that fill first. Ooh, no, I do not get it. So we will come back to you with the objectives for the Death Guard here on turn 1. All right, so these are the objectives for the Death Guard here. He rolled a dice for something. I'm not sure what that is. You guys can tell. They can see it. I can't see it. So now you know what that is. So those are the objectives for the Death Guard here. We will come back to you after movement phase here on turn 1. All right, movement phase here for the Death Guard on turn 1. Mortarion moved up over here. The Death Shroud Terminators advanced up here. So did the Plague Surgeon. His what is this guy again? Noxious Blightbringer advanced up over this way. This Plague Burst Crawler stood still. This Plague Burst Crawler moved slightly over this way. This squad of Plague Marines stood still. The Malignant Plague Caster stood still. So did the Chaos Lord, and so did the Tallyman. Over here, this squad of Plague Marines moved up, and this squad over here in front of them advanced up. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. My opponent also spent 1 command point on Cloud of Flies onto his Death Shroud Terminators there, which is during your movement phase, you select the Death Guard infantry unit. Until the start of the next movement phase, enemy models can only shoot this unit if it is the closest visible target. So for 1 CP, which is pretty good.
Try and get it back for Tallyman.
Oh, the Tallyman can try to get it back, so you have to roll exactly 7, right? No, getting 8, so does not get it back. So that is 1 CP down. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so the psychic phase, Mortarion is going to cast Miasma of Pestilence onto himself, making him a -1 to hit in the shooting phase. Does not go off with a 5, but it's going to spend a command point to re-roll that one. Does go off with a 9. Do you get your command point back because of Tallyman? Does not get it back because of Tallyman, but he is going to be -1 to hit. All right, so starting off the shooting phase, Mortarion here is going to shoot into my dude bros over here, my scouts with what is it called?
Lantern.
The lantern. So this is going to be a hitting on a 2. That's a hit.
Wounding on a 2.
Wounding on a 2. That is a wound.
-3.
AP -3, +1 because they're in cover. So I get a 6-up save. Show me that fill first. Where'd that go? No, the opposite of a fill phase. All right, so that is what is it? Just one guy dead.
Just 3 damage.
3 damage onto 1 guy though, so 1 guy is really dead.
Yeah.
All right, so now this Plague Burst Crawler here, the one that stood still, is going to fire everything into my Sanguinary Guard over here. So we're going to start with the Heavy Slugger first. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. So that is 2 hits. Strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound. That is 2 wounds.
-1.
AP -1, so we've got 2 3-up saves. And I'll make them both. Woo! All right, so now the entropy cannon is going to fire, hitting on 4s. Oh, Inception! That is 2 hits. These are strength 9. Oh, strength 8, so wounding on 2s. That is 2 wounds.
-4.
AP -4, so we've got 2 6-up saves. Show me them fill faces. Not getting either of them. So the first one, D6 damage, kills a guy, and the second one only wounds a guy. And actually, my opponent's going to spend a command point to re-roll that one, the 1 damage. Yep, so that will kill a second of the Sanguinary Guard. Does he get it back though? So he has to roll to see if he gets a 7. Of course, I'm always going to remind you. No, close but no scar. And now the Plague Burst Mortar is going to fire. So it's D6 shots. D6 shots. Getting 2 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s. Getting 1 hit. Strength 8, right?
Yep.
So wounding on a 2. That is a wound.
-2.
AP -2, so looking for a 4-up. They're good. All right, so now my opponent is going to spend 1 CP on Blasphemous Machines. So let's see if he gets that command point back. 5, nope, not getting it back. So now he can shoot at full ballistic skill even though he moved. So they're going to shoot everything into the Sanguinary Guard as well. So we're going to start with the Heavy Slugger. So hitting on 4s because of the thing there. So that is re-rolling 1s because of the Chaos Lord. So that is all hits, pretty good. 5, so looking for 3s to wound. Getting all wounds, so that's 4 wounds. 4, AP -1, so 4 3-up saves. Failing 2 of them, so 1 guy goes down. Now the entropy cannon is going to fire, hitting on 4s. Getting 2 hits, wounding on 2s. Getting 2 wounds. AP -4, so looking for 6-up saves. Getting 1, so 1 goes through. D6 wounds. 6 wounds, that is a dead guy. And now the Plague Burst Mortar is going to fire. He's going to have 6 shots. Killer. These are now going to be hitting on 4s. All right, re-rolling those 1s because of the Chaos Lord. All righty, really good on those 6s. So we've got 5 hits. Wounding on 2s. Getting re-rolling 1s because of the plague weapon. So that is going to be 5 wounds. 5 AP -2s. So looking for 4-up saves. Making all but 1. I'm going to spend a command point to re-roll that one. Oh, back into a 1. Do I get to keep that command point? I do not. Do you? Oh, you get D3 damage. So 2 damage. That is a dead guy. All right, so now this Plague Marine squad is going to fire. The 3 on the side here are going to fire into my Devastator squad up here, and then the 1 guy in the middle there, he can just see into my Intercessor. So we're going to do, he's going to shoot into there. So we're going to do him first. He's got a bolter here, hitting on a 3. That is not a hit. All right, so the Fill Face dice is going to be supercharging plasma. I already warned him that I take no responsibilities for any 1s that come up here. The whites are going to be the bolters that are going to be firing in there. So all hitting on 3s. Oh, it does hit. Okay. So that's all hits. Wounding on 2s, 2 and 4s. All right. See, I told you the 1 was going to come up. I knew it was going to come over here. So he's got 1. Yeah, you already used your reroll. So that's 1 wound. You know what? I'm going to use that fill. No, I'm using my Fill Face dice. Jesus. Thank you. So it's going to be bolter round. So 2-up armor save. Yeah, he's good. All right, so Mortarion now is going to start us off in the charge phase. He's done with shooting into my scouts over here. So the yellow is going to be a crack grenade that's going to be thrown. The greens are going to be the 3 rapid firing bolters, all hitting on 6s. All right, the crack grenade hits. That is going to be it. So strength 6, toughness 7. Yep. So looking for a 5 to wound. That is not a wound. So his charge distance, basically anything but a double 1 will get in. Ooh, he is in. All right, so now Mortarion is going to start us off in the fight phase, attacking into my scouts over here. He's using the profile of his weapon that basically it's 3 attacks per. So he's going to have that. These are all going to be hitting on 2s. All right, we'll come back to you with that. All right, so he's got Death to the False Emperor, so he has 5 extra attacks that get to go in here. All right, and he gets to re-roll all of his failed rolls there. So that's going to be the ones from before plus that new one that he just got there. All right, so That is pretty good. All right, he got 4 in that reroll. He got another 4 Death to the False Emperors. Alrighty, so that's those are good. Those don't explode anymore there, so we'll come back to you with the wound rolls. All right, so 23 hits on 18 attacks because of all those Death to the False Emperors. These are now going to be wounding on 2s because he's base strength 8. So, and I'm tough. Am I toughness 3?
He gives out an
he gives off an aura of -1 toughness. So yeah, so he's gross. All right, so wounding on 2s. We'll come back to you with that. All right, rerolling 1s because of Plague Weapon and him being the Arch Contaminator. All right, so that is going to be 22 wounds. All right, so 22 wounds. These are all at AP -2, so I have 22 6-up saves. Can I make this? My mind says no. My heart agrees with my mind. But my faith in the Emperor says no, he can't. I get 2. So yeah, they are way dead, and that is First Blood. All right, so that is it for the Death Guard turn here on turn 1. I've got 1 morale test over here. They lost 5 guys, so 5 plus 1 is 6, and they are good to go. So that is going to be it for the Death Guard turn here. So my opponent has scored which objectives?
4. I got Supremacy.
He got Supremacy because it's hold 3 objectives. So he holds this one here, he holds that one there, and he holds this one back over here. So it's going to be D3 for that one.
I got Secure 2.
Secure objective 2. Which one is 2? Is that the one back over here?
Mission critical objective.
Mission critical. He rolled that 2. That's what the dice was being rolled.
And hold the line.
And then hold the line because he's got 1, 2, 3. Oh, you got more than that. You've got. Oh no, but I don't think hold the line can be scored first turn. So at the end,
3 units completely within your deployment zone, and your opponent has no models in your deployment zone at the end of your turn.
This objective cannot be scored on first turn. All right, so I just got a little bit of insider information. Ha ha! But yeah, you can't score that on turn 1, so we'll see what happens on turn 2. You still got 3. I mean, odds are he's probably going to get it. Like, let's be honest. Just the way things are, but yeah. So D3 for the Supremacy. Gets 1 for that, so 1, 2, mission critical is 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, plus First Blood. So my opponent has 4 points here on turn 1. We will come back to you after with the cards drawn for the Dark Angels and Blood Angels here on turn 1. All right, so these are the objectives that I drew here on turn 1. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Angels of Death here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Blood Angels and Dark Angels here on turn 1. My Las Cannon team here stood still. My Intercessors moved up. My Hellblasters, my Ancient, and Azrael, and the Lieutenant all moved up over here. These scouts stood still. These scouts stood still back over here. Over here, my Intercessors moved up, and the Devastator squad stood still. Over here, things got a little interesting. Captain Slamguinius himself jumped up over this way, an inch away from Mortarion. My Sanguinary Guard also moved up over here, looking on onto Mortarion. And boom, I dropped in my Sanguinary Ancient. He has the Standard of Sacrifice, and he dropped in over here. This is in my deployment zone, so this is first turn. So first turn, you're allowed to deep strike, but it has to be within your deployment zone. So he's right at the edge of my deployment zone, which puts him at a 10-inch charge away from Mortarion over there. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so starting with the shooting phase, my Las Cannon bros here are going to fire into his Plague Burst Crawler over here. I've got the red is going to be the Signum, so it's going to be hitting on a 2. Everything else is going to be hitting on a 3. All right, rerolling 1s, but that's a 2 there. So these are now going to be Strength 9, Toughness 8, right? So looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds there. AP -3, so 5 up invul save, right? Making 1 of them, so 2 go through. So 2d6 damage. Oh, I'm going to spend a CP on one of these.
Die.
Okay. Do I get one back? I do get it back at least, but still.
Where's that 6 a minute ago?
I know, seriously. So 3 damage here. This is the 3 feeling of pains. Nope, they go through. So 3 damage. All right, so now my sanguinary guard here are going to fire into Mortarion. They've got 6 shots with all of their Angelus bolt guns. These are going to be hitting on 4s because he's -1 to hit with Miasma of Pestilence. All right, rerolling 1 because of the captain there. All right, pretty good. I'll take that. So these are strength 4, toughness 7, so looking for 5s to wound. I need the same roll right here. Or getting 3. I'll take 3. So AP -1. So these are going to be 3, what's he have? 2 up armor?
3 up armor.
3 up armor, so this is 4 up invul. So these are going to be 3 4-ups. Takes 3 wound. Oh, feel no pains. Doesn't he have disgusting resistance? Yep. And he takes 1 of them. All right, so now my Hellblasters here are going to fire into his Death Shroud Terminators. They do have Cloud of Flies, but they are the closest visible enemy unit, so I'm going to shoot with them. They're going to supercharge, and I'm going to spend a command point on Weapons of the Dark Age. Do I get that command point back? I do not. So here we go. We're going to fire with them. We're going to start with the first guy in rapid fire range there, hitting on a 3. That's 2 hits. 3s, 2 hits. And the other 3 are going to be looking for 3-ups. All right, re-rolling because of Azrael. All right, that's a miss, but does not blow up. So these are now going to be strength 8, toughness 5. Okay, so looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds at AP -4. So they've got 4-up invul saves. So we've got 5 4-up invul saves. Making 2 of them, so 3 go through. So the first one is going to do 3 damage, so 3 5-ups. Failing that, so 1 guy is dead. The next one, 3 5-ups. Making 1 of them, but that's still 2 wounds. Going to kill the next one, and the third one, 5-ups. Nope, those go through, so that kills the unit. All right, so my Devastator squad here is going to fire into his 5-man Plague Marine squad over here. So the red is going to be the one with the Signum. They are going to be D3 shots each. All right, so 3, 3, 2, and 2. All right, so we're going to do these one at a time, basically. Well, I shouldn't say not one at a time. We're just going to do the non-Signum ones first. So these are going to be hitting on 3s.
You're too used to overcharging.
I did not. Yeah, I was too used to overcharging. That's why I was too worried about it. Getting to reroll 1s, but not that one. So there, that is all of those hits. And then I've got 3. Ooh, 1 second. And then 3 shots with the Signum hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve since they didn't move. Oh, of course. That would have been a dead guy if I'd supercharged. So we got 8 hits. These are strength 7, wounding on 3s. All right, so that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds. AP -3, +1 because they're in cover. So these are going to be 5-up saves. Making 3 of them. And then you've got 4 feel no pains. 5-ups again. Disgusting resilience. 1 guy dies. And now my intercessors are going to fire into them. Rapid fire here. So we've got 10 attacks hitting on 3s. Not getting to reroll anything because they did move. All right. So these are now going to be wounding on 5s because they're T5. All right. Getting 2 wounds. AP -1, +1 because they're in cover. So 2 3-ups. Failed 1. 5-up, feel no pain. No, so another one dead. All right, Scout Squad here is now going to fire into that same Plague Marine squad. So we've got 5 shots because 2 of them are in rapid fire range and only 3 of them can see. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve. All right, so that's 4 hits. Wounding on 5s. Getting 2 wounds. 2 2-up saves. Failing both of them. 5-up, feel no pains. Making 1, failing 1. All right, the Ancient is going to fire his Angelus bolt gun over into Mortarion. Those are not hits. All right, Azrael's now going to fire into this Plague Marine squad. He's going to fire both profiles. He's not going to supercharge because I'm trying to learn my lesson. It won't stick, but, you know, we can try. The red is going to be the plasma. The green is going to be the bolter part, the Mastercrafted bolter part. Both of them are going to be hitting on 3s because he's firing both. All right, rerolling 1s because he can reroll misses. And that's 2 hits. So the plasma is going to be wounding on a 3. This is going to be wounding on a 5. Okay, rerolling 1s because of the whatchamacallit, dude bro with the lieutenant. So that is a wound. AP -3, +1 because they're in cover. So looking for a 5-up. Nope. And then a 5-up again because of Feel No Pain. No, so another one dead. Captain Slamguinius is going to shoot him with his bolt pistol because why not? So here we go. One shot hitting on a 3 because he's -1 to hit. That's a hit with a fill face. Wounding on a 5. That's a fill face wound. 2-up armor save, or 3-up armor save. He's good. This intercessor squad's going to fire into the Plague Marines over here. So we've got 5 shots hitting on 3s. No rerolls there. Looking for 5s to wound. Getting 2 wounds at AP -1, +1 because they're in cover, so 2 3-ups. Making them both. All right, so that is it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, Slamguinius is going to start by charging into Mortarion. So he is way in. All right, so now I'm going to charge in with my Sanguinary Ancient. He needs a 10-inch charge. I'm going to spend 2 CP on Descent of Angels, which is if a unit with a jump pack has arrived on the table for the first time, they get to with a jump pack they can charge for 2 CP with 3d6 instead of just the 2d6. So let's see if I get one of those CP back. I do not, so I'm down to 3 CP. 3d6 charge into here, looking for a 10-inch charge. And he is, just in, but in. And now my Sanguinary Guard are going to charge in. And they are in. I saw the 1 first, scared myself, but then the 5 came.
With Slambo.
All right, so at the start of the fight phase, Mortarion has, what's it called again? Host of Plagues. So what happens is, at the beginning of the fight phase, he rolls a d6. He rolls a d6 for every, for every unit in the that is within 7 inches of him. Enemy unit, it should be, with enemy unit. And because he's at almost full health now, he's taken, 1 wound? Yeah. So he's basically at full health. He will be doing this on a 4+. If he passes that 4+, they take D3 mortal wounds. So first, we're going to start with the Ancient over there. Nope, not on the Ancient. Onto the Sanguinary Guard. Nope, and onto Slambo himself. Yes, so Slambo now takes D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds. Oh boy. 3 mortal wounds. These are now going to be 5-up Feel No Pains because he has Visions of Sanguinius. I also, 6-up Feel No Pains because of Visions of Sanguinius because of the Death Company. I do have the banner, the Standard of Sacrifice, which would give any Blood Angel unit a 5-up, but because he now is Death Company, he doesn't get the benefit of that. So he will be having only a 6-up Feel No Pain. So show me them Phil faces. Not getting any of them. I would have gotten 1 with the banner, but I get none. So he is, he's hurting, but he's still alive. All right, we're going to start with Slambo himself over here. He is going to start off. He has 5 attacks on the charge because he has the Visions of Sanguinius. So these are going to be hitting on 4s because it's unwieldy, which makes it hitting on 3s. And then Miasma of Pestilence kicks in, which is an additional -1, so hitting on 4s. So we got 5 attacks hitting on 4s. All right, rerolling 1s. I'm going to take that, so that's 3 hits. These are now going to be Strength 8, Toughness 7, which would be wounding on 3s, but because of Red Thirst, they will be wounding on 2s. All right, rerolling wound rolls of 1 because of the Sanguinary Ancient over there. So that is 3 wounds at AP -3, so he's got 3, 4-up saves? Yep. 3 4-up invul saves. Making all but 1, so he takes 3 damage from that one. 1 second. All right, he's just going to go for the Feel No Pains here, so looking for 5-ups. Making 1 of them, so he takes 2 damage. All right, so now Mortarion is going to try to interrupt over here, so he's going to spend 2 CP unless he can get him back with the Tallyman. Nope, does not get him back, so he is down to 3 as well. So now he is going to attack into the Sanguinary Guard over here. So these are going to be, how many attacks?
I think I'm
1 second. All right, so he's going to go with the eviscerating attacks here. So he's got how many attacks again? 6? 6 just 6. 6 attacks over here, hitting on 2s.
Yep.
All right, that is all hits. 3 hitting of the Emperors over here. All right, those don't blow up again, so that's going to be 9 hits on 6 attacks. Pretty gross. These are now going to be wounding on 2s. All right, so that is all wounds. So that is going to be 9 wounds. We'll come back to you with that. All right, so it's going to be AP -4, so 6 ups here. 9, 6 ups. Show me them fill faces. Getting 0 fill faces, but I've got feel no pain, so we're gonna do this. Here we go. So it's D6 each. So we'll do one at a time because you have to do it, see what happens. So the first guy, 3. Nope, he is dead. Second one is 5. He is still alive with 1 wound left. Oh man, I made 4 out of 5 on that one. Oh wow, baby. All right, so the next one is going to be D6 wounds. 1 wound. Come on, baby. No, I'm no, it is not worth spending the reroll. All right, sure. Nope. All right, D6 on this next one. 1.
Wait.
Oh no! So he takes the wound, and then
you only have 1 guy left.
Yeah, the 1 guy left.
All your other wounds.
Oh yeah, we'll do the other ones here. Oh boy! So that's gonna be 10, 14, 22. All right, 22. 5 ups. If he fails any of these, he's dead. He's dead. All right, so now my Sanguinary Ancient is going to attack into Mortarion over here. He's got 3 attacks, hitting on 4s because of Miasma of Pestilence. All right, rerolling 1s because of the captain there. Okay, so it's still 1 hit. This is going to be wounding, would be wounding on a 5 normally because it's the Encarmine Sword, but because of Red Thirst, it's going to be wounding on a 4. Nope, no wound there. All right, at the end of the fight phase, I am going to spend 3 CP to have Slambo go and fight again. I'm going to see if I get one of those CP back because of a brilliant strategist. I do not. So that is all of my CP now. So here we go. 5 CP because he's still charged. 5 attacks because he's still charged here. These are going to be hitting on 4s because of -1 with the hammer, -1 with Miasma of Pestilence. Rerolling 1s because of himself, thankfully. Into 4 hits. That'll take that. These are now going to be wounding on 2s because of Red Thirst. That is going to be 4 wounds. 4 4-up invul saves. Failing 2 of them. So that is going to be 6 damage that he now has feel no pains with. Oh, he's going to spend a CP to reroll 1 of them. Nope, so that is still going to be 6. Here, do you get the CP back? You do not, so he's down to 2 CP. And now we have 6 5-up ignoring wounds. He ignores 1 of them, so he takes another 5 damage. All right, so that is the end of the Dark Angels and Blood Angels turn here on turn 1. We have 1 morale test to take here. They lost 4 guys from his squad there, 4 plus 4 is 8, and he runs away. So we'll come back to you with the cards that I scored here on turn 1. All right, so I scored Area Denial. There's no one within, no enemy units within 12 inches of the center there, so I get D3 victory points for that one. That is going to be 1 victory point for that one. And I got no forgiveness by destroying a unit that was controlling an objective. That's what that Plague Marine squad was there. So I got two victory points here, and I'm going to get rid of advance. My opponent got rid of defend objective 4. We forgot to show that, but he got rid of that. So I have 2 victory points. My opponent had, 3 plus first blood, so 4. So it's 2 to 4 after turn 1 to the Death Guard here. So we'll come back to you. You already know the card he has, or the cards. Yeah, he has 2 cards left that you know, and you know about them. So we'll just come back to you after a movement phase. All right, and my opponent actually scored Scour the Skies when my Sanguinary Guard were killed during my turn, because you can score during your opponent's turn. So he got that point there. Pretty good. All right, movement phase for the Death Guard here on turn 2. Mortarion stayed in combat with my dude bros over here. His Plague Marines moved up over here. His Death Shroud Terminators dropped in over here, 9 inches away from my dude bros. What is this thing? Is he like a pestilent something or other? Noxious Blightbringer?
There you go.
Noxious Blightbringer. He moved up over this way. His Plague Surgeon advanced up over that way. His this thingy, the Malignant Plague Caster. Thank you, sir. Stood still back here. Both of the Plague Burst Crawlers stood still. Chaos Lord stood still. Tallyman stood still over here. Tally his bananas. His Plague Marines moved up over this way, and then his Lord of Contagion dropped in over there 9 inches away from my intercessors. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. No, psychic phase. Psychic phase.
Yep.
All right, Mortarion is going to cast Miasma of Pestilence onto himself. Goes off with a 9. All right, so now Mortarion is going to cast Smite into Slambo over here. Looking for 5. Ooh, goes off with a 12. So he does take D3 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds, 2 5-up ignoring wounds. Okay, so those both go through. So he takes 2 wounds over here. But now he gets to give D6 mortal wounds into Slambo over here, doing 5 mortal wounds. 5, 6-up, ignoring wounds because he's Death Company. I only have 2 wounds left. I need to make 4 6-ups for him to be alive. If I do it, I am going to woo so loud. So loud. 6-up, show me them Phil faces! No, I got 0, so. So Slambo is dead. All right, so now Mortarion is going to shoot into my Sanguinary Ancient over here.
Okay.
That is a hit.
This venom.
That is a wound. AP minus 3, so looking for a 5-up save. Nope, goes through the wounds.
3 damage.
3 damage, so we've got 3. 5-up, feel no pains because of the standard of sacrifice. Making 2 of them, so he takes 1 wound. All right, now the Noxious Blightbringer, easy for me to say, is going to shoot his Plasma Pistol into my intercessors over here. Are you going to supercharge? Yeah. He is going to supercharge it, so hitting on a 3, that is a hit. Wounding on a 2, that is a wound. AP minus 3, so looking for a 6-up. Show me that Phil face. Nope. And it's 2 damage, so that is 1 of them dead. All right, so now this Plague Marine squad is going to fire into my intercessors over here. He's going to fire because of them being Death Guard, their rapid fire is going to be 18 inches. So the plasma gun and 2 of the guys up front here are in 3 guys are within rapid fire range of them, and then 2 guys are not in rapid fire range. So here we go. The yellow is going to be the plasma. Is he going to supercharge?
I am within 7 inches of Mortarion.
Yep, so he is going to supercharge. So these are all going to be hitting on 3s. All right, re-rolling 1s because of Mortarion. All right, so that is 2 misses on the bolters. The yellows are going to be wounding on 2s. The whites are going to be wounding on 4s. All righty, so that is going to be 2 bolter and 1 plasma. We'll do the plasma first. 6-up save. Nope, that is a dead guy. And then it was 2 bolters.
Yep.
2 bolters looking for 3-ups. Make 1, fail 1. All right, this Plague Marine squad is going to fire into my Devastator squad over here. They are in rapid fire range. So the yellow is going to be the plasma gun. The rest are going to be bolters hitting on 3s. Okay. These are now going to be wounding on 4s. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. AP minus nothing, so plus 1 because of cover, looking for 2-ups. Really? All right, 2 dead. All right, so now his Plague Burst Crawler over here is going to fire. He's going to fire the Heavy Slugger into the Intercessors over here, and he's going to fire the Entropy Cannon and the Plague Mortar into my Devastator squad back over there. So we're going to start with the Heavy Slugger hitting on 4s.
Yep.
All right, just 1 hit. And that is a wound, though. AP nothing, so 3-up save. Oh, minus 1, but a 6-up is good. And now the Entropy Cannons are going to fire in here, hitting on 4s. Getting 1 hit. Wounding onto 2. That is a wound. AP minus 4, plus 1 because they are in cover. Looking for a 6-up. Show me that Phil face. Nope, the complete opposite of that. And the Plague Burst Mortar. Getting 3 shots. Hitting on 4s. Getting 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. Getting re-rolling 1s because of Plague Weapon. That is 2 wounds. 2, AP minus 2. Looking for +1 because they're in cover, so looking for 4-ups. All right, this Plague Burst Crawler is going to fire the Plague Mortar into my Devastators over here with the las cannons, and he's going to fire everything else into my Intercessors over here because it's not in range of those guys. So we're going to start with the Heavy Slugger hitting on 4s, getting 2 hits.
Rerolling ones.
Oh, rerolling ones because of the Lord. Getting 3 hits. Wounding on 4s, that is 3 wounds. AP minus 1. Looking for 4-up saves. Making them all. Woo! And here come the Entropy Cannons. That is going to be 2 hits. Wound on 2s. That is 2 wounds. AP minus 4, right? Yeah, that's going to just kill. The first one's going to kill a guy, and then we got D6 damage. Yeah, just enough to kill a guy. And now the mortar into my Devastator squad. D6 shots. Getting 1 shot. Not a hit. All right, so now the Death Shroud Terminators are going to start us off in the assault phase by charging into my Hell Blasters over here. I'm going to supercharge with them, so we need to do is 2 at a time. Hitting on 6s. Nothing there. Rerolling because of Azrael. No hits, but no blowing up. Second one is getting 1 hit and rerolling because of Azrael. Nope, but he will be dead. So that's 1 hit and 1 dead guy. Next one gets 1 hit, rerolling because of Azrael. Not going to hit, but not be dead. Rerolling because of Azrael. Okay, he is way dead. And then the 4th one. No hits there. Getting 1 hit there and a miss. So these 2 guys that died, we're now going to see if they get to shoot back because of the before being removed because of the whatchamacallit. What's his face? The ancient over there, company ancient. 4 up. One of them gets 2, so he is going to fire in there, supercharging, hitting on 3 up because he gets to shoot at his full ballistic skill before he's taken away. That is going to be another 2 hits. Oh, he would have had the 6 even on that. So 5 hits. 2 guys dead. 5 hits though. So these are now going to be wounding on 3s because of strength 8, toughness 5. Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. Nope. All right, so that is going to be 2 wounds that go through. 2 AP minus 4s, so 4 up invul saves. Failing 1 of those, that's going to be 2 damage. 2 feel no pains. Failing both of them, 1 of them will be dead.
I can re-roll.
So because of the Plague Surgeon there, he gets to re-roll those 1s for the feel no pains. Still feeling that pain. All right, and they need a 9-inch charge to get in here. Yeah, not getting in. He's going to spend a command point to re-roll that. And he gets in. Does he get the CP back? He does not. And now his, what is that thing? I can't remember this one for the life of me. Noxious Blightbringer, yeah, is going to charge into my Intercessor over here. I am going to fire Overwatch on 6s. Nope, no hits there. So his charge distance, what are you looking for? Looking for a 9-inch charge. Nope, not getting in. And now the Lord of Contagion is going to charge into my Intercessors over here. They are going to fire Overwatch looking for 6s. Getting 2 hits. Looking for 5s to wound. Not getting either of those. So now he needs a 9-inch charge to get in. Nope, not getting in. All right, so now his Man Reapers over here are going to start us off in the fight phase by attacking into my Hell Blasters. So we've got the Aspiring Champion has 4 attacks. The regular guy has 3 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, failing 2. And then we've got 1 Death to the False Emperor. All right, so that is a hit. These are now going to be wounding on 2s because of them being crazy Man Reapers. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds.
Yep.
Minus 3. 6 minus 3. So we've got 6 4-up invul saves because of Azrael. Making 3 of them with fill faces, which would have been the regular armor save anyway. So 3 go through. These are going to be doing how many damage? D3 damage. So we'll do the first one. Does 1 damage. So the next one's going to kill a guy. And then we've got one more. Doing 2 damage. That'll kill a second guy. So do they get to punch back before they are removed? One of them does. He's going to attack with 1 close combat attack. Hitting on a 3. Rerolling because of Azrael. That's a hit. That is not a wound, but rerolling because of the lieutenant. That's a wound with a fill face. Regular 2-up armor save. Oh, he's good.
Pretty sure.
All right, so now he is going to try. Morty is going to try to eviscerate my my ancient here. So he's going to have 6 attacks hitting on 2s.
Ooh, no.
He's actually got 5 attacks because he's in a diminished profile now that he took those wounds from his own perils there. So 5 attacks hitting on 2s. That's all hits. These are now wounding on 2s. Those are all except for 1 wound, rerolling because of plague weapon. So that is going to be 5 AP minus, what is it? 3?
4.
AP minus 4. So 5 AP minus 4, looking for 6 up. Show me them fill faces. Getting none of them. So those are what? D6 each? Let's do this. 5 D6s.
Probably should have done Host Plague, but I don't think it's going to matter.
I don't think it's going to matter at all. So 4, that's going to be 10, 14 wounds. All right, 14, 5-up saves. I've got 3 wounds left, so I can make only 12 of these and have him still be alive. Or 14, yeah, I can still make, I need to make all but 2, yeah. So if I make 12 of these, he will still be alive. 5-up saves. Come on, ignore those wounds. No, he is really feeling a lot of those wounds. So to be fair, that's not bad. That's not bad. 6 is pretty good, but not enough. He did. All right, so now Azrael heroically intervened over here. He is going to attack in there. He's got 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. Rerolling because of himself. So that's all hits there. These are now going to be wounding. Strength plus 2, so it becomes strength 6. Toughness 5, so looking for 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. All right, so that is going to be 4 wounds, 3 of which are 6s, which give them mortal wounds. So we've got 3. Let's do the armor saves, or these saves first. These are AP minus 3. Yep. So we've got 4-up invul saves. Failing 2 of them. So those are going to be one second. All right, those are D3 wounds apiece. So that's going to be another 4 wounds there, plus the 3 mortals. So that's going to be 7 wounds. Yeah, that's going to be, we needed to do these actually separately. So we have, because these are doing individually. So let's do these ones first. So we've got 1 wound here. So it's a feel no pain on this one, on the 1.
There's the mortals.
Yeah, there's the mortals.
3 on 1, 1 on
yeah.
another.
Well, let's do the mortals first, because those came first. So we got the 3 mortal wounds here. Feeling no pains. No, they felt the pain there. So 1 guy's going to be dead, and 1 guy is going to have 1 wound left. So then we've got an additional 7 that go in. 4 wounds that are going to go in there. So another 4 feel no pains. No. So then those 2 guys are dead. All right, so that is it for the Death Guard turn here on turn 2. At the end of the turn, I do have a leadership test to take over here. He lost 4 guys. He's near the banner, so he gets +1 to his leadership there. So he's going to have leadership 9. So he lost 4 guys, 4 plus. 5 is 9. He is good to go because of the banner. He lost 4 guys, 3 guys. Let's see if it makes a difference. He lost 4 guys. That would be 9. Regardless, he would be running away. So they shall know no fear. 4 plus 4. Even if it was all 4, 8, he would have been good because he's the lieutenant, the sergeant. So
I'm just going to consolidate him.
Yeah, he's going to consolidate. So he'll do his little movement towards him. So there he goes over there. So that is it for the turn. Did you score any of your cards?
Last one, hold the line.
He does have his last one, hold the line, because I did not get back over here, and he has at least 3 units back in his deployment zone. That's the one that he tried to show off there. So he did score it. So he got all 6 of his cards there. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels / Blood Angels, because you know what my cards are. Oop, and I actually scored at the end of his turn, Blood and Guts there for killing that squad of Death Shroud Terminators. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels and Blood Angels here on turn 2. My Devastator squad here stood still Azrael, the Ancient, and the Lieutenant, and my Hellblaster all moved up over this way. Intercessor moved up over this way, running between there. My Death Company dropped in here, so did Lamarte's. My Scout Squad back over here moved up over this way. These Intercessors stood still. This Scout Squad stood still. And this squad of Reavers dropped down back over here. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, starting off the shooting phase, my last cannons here. 3 of them can see Mortarion over here, so they're going to fire into him. The 3rd is going to fire into the wounded Plague Burst Crawler. So the red one is going to be the Signum. These are the ones into Mortarion. They're -1 to hit because of Miasma Pestilence. So the red's going to be hitting on a 3. The greens are going to be hitting on 4s. All right. Of course, that's how that goes. So 1 hit, wounding on a 3. That is a wound. AP -3 +1 because he's in cover there becomes a 5 up or 4 up in Vol save. He's good. And then 3 hitting on a 3 into the Plague Burst Crawler back there. That is a hit. That is a wound with a 6. So 5 up demon save. Oh, he's good. All right, my Intercessors here are going to fire into his Lord of Contagion, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve. They did not move. Okay. Did not help. These are now going to be wounding on 5s. Getting 1, 2, 3 wounds. AP -1 +1. 3 2-ups. Failed 1, feel no pain because of Grim's, whatever it's called. He's good. All right, so my Reavers here are going to fire into his Tallyman back there. They've all got the bolt carbines, so here we go. 12 shots hitting on 3s. All righty, they did move because they came in from reserves there. These are now strength 4, toughness 5 on him as well. So looking for 5s to wound. Getting 1, 2, 3 wounds. AP nothing, so 2 up saves. Fails 1, feel no pain. Oh, he doesn't feel. All right, so my Hellblaster here is going to supercharge, shooting into the Surgeon over there. 2 shots, hitting on 3s. Rerolling because of Azrael. That's 2 hits. Strength 8, looking for 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of the Lieutenant. So that is 2 wounds at AP -4. Does he have any invul? He does not, so that's going to be 4 ignoring wounds. Ignores 1, so he takes 3 damage. He's down to 1. All right, my Intercessor here is going to fire into his Noxious Blightbringer. 2 shots hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. That is 2 wounds at AP -1. So is that 2 4-ups? Yep. Failing 1. Feel no pain. Oh, he feels it. Rerolling because of the Surgeon. Oh, he doesn't feel it. Ancient's going to shoot into him. Rerolling because of Azrael. That is 1 hit. That is not a wound. And then the Lieutenant's going to fire into the Night's Blightbringer there. Rerolling because of Azrael. That is not a wound, but rerolling because of himself. Yeah, into something that's not a wound. All right, 2 of my Scouts are in range of his Lord of Contagion over here, so 2 shots hitting on 3s. That is 1 hit. That is not a wound. And these Scouts here are going to shoot into the Plague Marines. They, 4 of them can see it in their rapid fire range, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve. All righty. Wounding on 5s. Getting 1 wound. 1 2-up save because they're in cover. That is good. Lamarte's is going to fire into what's his face? Into Mortarion over here with his pistol. That is -1. Is he a 2 plus? 1 second. Yep, 3 up ballistic skill, so he's -1 to hit because of Miasma of Pestilence, and he does not hit. All right, that is it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, these Death Company are going to charge into Mortarion over here. They cannot see him, so he can't see them to Overwatch, so looking for a 9-inch charge. Oh, and they make it. All right, and now over here, Lamarte's is going to charge in looking for a 9-inch charge. He also makes it in. All right, so now Azrael is going to charge in. He's going to declare Mortarion and the Surgeon as a charge target here. Surgeon's going to throw a crack grenade. Not hitting him there. So his charge distance, 5-8, will not get him into Mortarion, but it will get him into him. And now my lieutenant's going to charge in here. He will make it in. My Hellblaster is in. Intercessor is going to charge in. 3 inches, might get him in. Yep, he made it in. And then the Ancient is in. And my Reavers are going to charge into his Tallyman. He is going to supercharge his plasma pistol. No, not a hit, but doesn't explode at least. Their charge distance is not in. All right, so at the start of the fight phase, Mortarion has his host of plagues. So we're going to start over here with Lamartes. Nope. On to the Death Company. No, not on there either. He's going to spend his last command point to try to reroll that one. No, does not happen. Do you get it back? Because the Tallyman is still alive.
Not like that.
He's throwing dice around. No, he does not get it. All right, we're going to start off the fight phase with Azrael. He's going to have 5 attacks hitting on 2s. Rerolling because of himself. All right, these are now going to be strength +2 becomes strength 6, wounding on 3s. All right, those are all wounds, including one. That is going to be 1 mortal wound. So let's try that. Just do that before I do the D3s. Let's do the mortal wound. No, he did ignore that one. So we've got 5 D3 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds. 7. Oh no. So wait. So I'm sorry. 1 second.
So 5.
My bad. He's got 5 armor saves that he has to make here. So here we go. 6 up saves. Made 1 of them. All right, so because I messed up horribly, what we're going to do is we're going to roll a d6 to see which one he saved. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 will re-roll. 1. So this one is gone. So he is going to have 2, 4, 6 wounds, 5 up, feel no pain. No, he is dead. All right, so now Lamartes is going to attack into Mortarion over here. He's got 6 attacks on the charge because of Black Rage. These are going to be hitting on 3s because of Miasma of Pestilence. Don't get to reroll that 2 because that would have been a hit before the Miasma of Pestilence. So then you got 5 hits. This is with the Blood Crozius, so it's strength +2. So strength 6 to toughness 7. Would be 5s to wound, but becomes 4s to wound because of red thirst. Really? Really? Oh, that one. Right in the feels. And now my Death Company is going to attack into Mortarion over here. The greens are going to be the regular guys, so they've got 2 base attacks, +1 because of Black Rage, +1 because of Chain Swords. So that's 4 attacks each on those 4 guys. And the yellows that are in there are going to be the Thunderhammer. He's got 2 base +1 for Black Rage. So these are going to be hitting on 4s because 4s for the regular ones because of Miasma of Pestilence, 5s on the Thunderhammers. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, not bad over there. So we've got a couple rerolls now because of Lamartes there. All right, getting another 1 chainsword hit there. These are now, the chainswords are usually would be wounding on 5s, are now wounding on 4s. These are going to be wounding on 2s because of red thirst. So we've got, so 4s and 2s because of red thirst. Oh, that one hurts. All right, that's a bunch of 6s, which is kind of nuts. So we've got 5 regular saves. So let's do those ones. 5 3-up saves.
Yep.
1 of them there. So that's he's got 1 wound there, and then you've got 1 4-up invul save. And he's good with that one. So the 1, feel no pain. Of course he feels no. Of course he feels no pain. All right, so now Mortarion is going to attack in here. He is going to use the what's it called? What system?
Reaping Blow.
Reaping Blow. He's going to put 2 attacks worth onto Lamartes, so that's going to be 6 attacks, and the rest of the other 3, because he's at his second profile, into the Death Company. So we're going to go with the ones into Lamartes first. So we've got 6 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 2s. 1 death to the False Emperor. That's another hit. So these are now going to be wounding on 2 still. All right, so failing 1, rerolling 1 because of plague. All right, so that is going to be 7 wounds. AP -2. So these are going. Is going to be a 4-up invul save because of the Rosarius. Has he been praying to the Emperor? No, he has not. So he lost 5, failed 5 of those. Oh wait, those are how many? Just 1 damage each. 1 damage each. Feel no pains because he's got the black rage 6s, making 1 of them, leaving just enough wounds to kill him. And 9 attacks into the Death Company, hitting on 2s, re-rolling. All right, all hits and 3 death to the False Emperors. All right, failing 1, re-rolling into a hit. These are now going to be wounding on 2s, re-rolling because of plague. Failing 1 of those. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so we've got 11 saves to make. 11 5-up saves. Failing all but 4 of them. These are now going to be 6-up. Feel no pains. Nope, failing all of them. They are white. All right, so I did score Season Interrogate because when Azrael killed that one character there in the fight phase, I get that. So I get a 1 point for that, and I'm going to get rid of Scour the Skies, which will get rid of my first set of objectives. So at the end of turn 2, the score is 4-6, and we will come back to you after with the cards drawn, seconds of the cards drawn for the Death Company. All right, and here are the objectives for the Death Guard. I cannot see them, but you can. So you can see what's going to happen here. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Death Guard here on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Death Guard here on turn, turn 3. 4, 3, 3. I think it's only turn 3. Pretty sure this is only turn 3, right? Turn 3, maybe 4. At this point, maybe 4, maybe 3, who knows. Mortarion here moved up out of his little hidey hole that he's been in this entire game. Looking on these guys over here. His noxious blight bringer. I said noxious blight thingy, right? Plague. Blight bringer. Yeah, he's the bringer of blight, and he's pretty obnoxious about it. He's like, I brought all of the blight, and you guys didn't bring anything to this party. And it's like, over here, these Plague Marines are like, we brought ice. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, so he's moving up this way towards my little group over there. Same thing with his Plague Marines. Same thing with both of his burst crawlers moving up over this way. And everyone's kind of moving over here. So no one advanced except for the Tallyman, right? Tallyman advanced. Everyone else over here moved.
Actually, he did advance.
Oh, he also advanced.
You're on your own.
I am. Oh, now because I made fun of his guys, he's making a Malignant Playcaster. Thank you very much. I was never going to get that. And these Plague Marines over here moved up over this way. His Lord of Contagion moved up towards my Intercessors, and that is it. So we will come back to you with the Psychic phase. All right, starting off the Psychic phase, Mortarion is going to cast Miasma of Pestilence onto himself. Those bugs have been around him the entire game. Ooh, they will not be around him anymore. And now he's going to cast Blades of Putrefaction onto himself.
Need a 5.
Needs a 5. Gets it. Malignant Plaguecaster is going to smite into my Hellblaster. No, he will not. And he is going to cast Gift of Contagion onto my Hellblaster over there. So, going off with an 11.
And we'll roll D3
to see what happens. On a 1.
-1 attack.
-1 attack. All right, so starting off the shooting phase, his Noxious Blightbringer is going to overcharge his pistol, plasma pistol into my Intercessor over here. So hitting on a 2 or 3. Hitting on a 3. That is a hit. Wounding on a 2. That is a wound. 4-up invul save because of Azrael. Yeah, he's good with a filth phase. Woo! All right, the Plague Marines here are going to fire everything into my intercessor over here. So the yellow are going to be the rapid firing plasma gun. Everything else is going to be rapid firing bolters, hitting on 3s. All right, rerolling 1s because of Mortarion. All right. +1 because of that 6 because of Death to the False Emperor.
Not for shooting.
For shooting, don't? Yeah, you always have Death to the False Emperor. Oh, I'm almost positive. 1 second. Yeah, it's only the fight phase, so they only hate the Emperor when they're up close and nasty with each other. Army. I'm never going to play a Chaos Army because we are totally loyal, idiots. Anyway, here comes here come the damage wounds wound rolls here. 2s and 4s. Oh, 2s and 3s because they're he's -1 toughness because of Mortarion being there. So we've got 2 bolters and we've got 1 plasma. Yeah, so we're gonna go with the 2 bolters first. These are gonna be 3-up saves, making both of those, and then we've got a 4-up save because of Azrael on the plasma. And he fails that one, so that is, and he's supercharged, right? So he is dead. My bad, he didn't supercharge into him, he just had the 1, so it's just the 1 wound into him. All right, the Plague Burst Crawler over here is going to fire his entropy cannons and the heavy slugger into my intercessor, and he's going to fire the Plague Mortar into my Devastator squad over here. So we're going to start with the heavy slugger. Hitting on 4. It's not a heavy weapon, right?
It's actually hitting on 5s because I moved.
It is hitting on 5s because it moved. So that is still 3 hits, not bad. And that is 2 wounds. AP -1, so 2 4-ups. Failed 1, he is dead. And now the Plague thingy majab is going to shoot into here. Plague mortar. Here we go. D6 shots. Gonna get 5 shots. Crazy town. Hitting on 5s because he moved. So that is going to be rerolling 1s because of the Lord. So that is going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. Getting no wounds. Oh, rerolling because of plague thingies. So that is going to be 2 wounds. AP -2. AP -2 +1 because they're in cover. 4-up saves. Making them both with fill faces. Woo! All right, so now the other Plague Burst Crawler is going to fire the heavy slugger and the entropy cannons into my Hellblaster, and the mortars again into my Devastator squad. So we're going to go with the heavy slugger first. On 5s, that's 2 hits. That is 2 wounds. 2 3-ups, he's good. 4-ups, -1, womp womp. And now the entropy cannons. That is no hits. We're rolling 1s though because of the Lord. Nope. And the mortar. 4 shots on 5s. No 1 hit. Well, rerolling the 1 too because of the thingy majabi. The Lord. That's 1 hit. That is 1 wound. That is not a save. All right, Plague Marines are now going to fire. This Plague Marine over here is going to fire into my Hellblaster over there, and then the other ones are going to fire into my Scouts over here. So we're going to go with the one into the Hellblaster first. That is 1 hit. That is 1 wound.
Please fail.
Oh, that one really hurts so bad. And now the rest of them are firing into my intercessor. Oh no, the Scouts over there. So Plasma's going to be the yellow. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All right. I think that other one was one of yours. No, that wasn't. Oh, okay. Wounding on 4s and 2. So that's 2 regular bolter saves, 3-up saves because they're in cover. Failed 1 of them. All right, so now Mortarion is going to shoot into Azrael because characters don't block characters with his beam pistol. So if he hits, we draw a line straight through to Azrael there. It's going to hit all of my characters here. So we're going to go with the first one. He just has to hit into Azrael. So this is going to be hitting on a 2.
Yep.
That is a hit. So that hit all 3 of them. So we'll start with, who do you want to start with first?
Closest.
Let's go the closest. So we're going to start with the Ancient over there.
2 up.
2 up. No wound there. It's not a plague, so it's going to go into the Lieutenant now. That is a wound.
-3.
-3. 4-up invul save because of Azrael. Nope, that goes through. How much damage? 3 damage into him. He's got 1 wound left. And then into Azrael. No wound there. All All right, so the Noxious Blightbringer is going to start us off in the charge phase by charging into all 3 of my characters over here. We're going to start with the Ancient and the Lieutenant because they've got just regular bolters and bolt pistols. These are going to be hitting on 6s. Rerolling because of Azrael. Nope, no hits there. Azrael's going to fire with both profiles. We'll do the Plasma first. Not going to supercharge. Rerolling because of himself. All right, got 1 hit. And then we've got, so that's going to be strength 7, looking for a 3 to wound. That is not a wound. And then we've got the bolter portion. That's 1 hit, rerolling. That's 1 hit. That is not a wound. So his charge distance is in. Now his Plague Marines are going to charge in over here. They are in. And Mortarion's charging into all 3. Boom, he's in. Lord of Contagion is going to charge into my intercessors over here. They are going to fire Overwatch. Ooh, doing pretty good. Getting 2 hits. They didn't move, so rerolling 1s. Didn't make a difference. So 2 hits. That is 1 wound. AP -1. He's in cover. 2 up save. Yeah, he good. And his charge distance. Yeah, he good. All right, so we are going to start out the fight phase with his Lord of Contagion over here with his Man Reaper. Over here, he is going to use it against my intercessors. He's got 4 attacks here, hitting on 2s. Yep. That is all hits. With 2 hating of the Emperors over here. Into 1 more hit. The 2, right? 2 hits, yeah. Number 2 hits, not 2 hits additional. So these are now going to be wounding on 2s, right? Strength.
Nope, strength
7. Oh, strength 7. So looking for 3s to wound. Getting 3 wounds over there. AP.
I will do 1 plague weapon.
He's going to plague weapon this. So that is going to be 4 hits, 4 wounds. What are they? AP -3, -3. So we've got 4 6-up saves. Show me the fill faces. Getting 1. So 3 go through. The first one is going to kill a guy. Kill a guy, and wound a guy. All right, we need to do Host of Plagues over here at the beginning of the fight phase. I made him start over there because I was already on that side of the table. So we're going to go over here. So Host of Plagues onto Azrael first. Nope. Onto the Lieutenant. Nope. And onto the Ancient. Okay. What are you, me? All right, so Mortarion's going to start us off here by Reaping Blow into Azrael. So he's got 15 shots here first because he's in the second profile, hitting on 2s. Getting 2 fails, but re-rolling. All right, so 1 fail there. That 1, yeah, so just take out that 1 there. And they got 3 deaths to the False Emperors. Getting all hits there. So these are now going to be wounding on 2s. Yep. He's strength 8 base, right? Yeah.
And you're -1 toughness.
And on -1 toughness, I forgot about that. All right, re-rolling 1s because of it being a plague weapon. All right, so that's 2 misses. So I think that's going to be 1, 2, how many is that?
10, 12, 14, 15.
15 wounds. All right, so we have 15 wounds. These are all going to be 4 up, either armor, because it's AP -2, so it's either armor or invul saves. If I fail 6 of these, he's dead. I failed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these. 8 of those. So, yeah, Azrael's dead, and that is Slay the Warlord. All right, so now his Plague Marines are going to attack. His Aspiring Champion and the 1 other guy here are going to go into my Ancient. The other 3 guys that were able to get in over here are going to go into my Lieutenant. So we're going to go with the ones into the Ancient. Yellow are the Power Fists. Hitting on, those are all hits. Wounding on 2s and 3. So that is all wounds. AP -3 on the fists. Let's do those ones first. 6s make 1. So D3 damage on 1. That's 1 damage, and then a regular 3-up armor save. He's good on that one. And now the other guys are going to attack into my Lieutenant. That is going to be 1 reroll. That one's a cocked, yeah. All right, so that's not a hit, but rerolling that 1 for Mortarion. Nope, so that's 1 hit. No wound, but rerolling because of Plague Weapon. Because they got Plague Knives. That's a wound. And that is a save. All right, so now his Noxious Blightbringer is going to attack. He's going to have 1 attack into my Lieutenant and 2 attacks into my Ancient. So the 1 attack into the Lieutenant. That is not a hit, but rerolling because of Mortarion. That is a hit.
And it's just strength 4.
Strength 4, toughness 3, so 3 to wound. That is a wound. AP, nothing, so 3 up save. No, he fails it.
2 damage.
2 damage, doesn't matter, he only had 1 left. And now the 2 into the Ancient. That is 2 hits. Death to the False Emperor. That is another hit. That is 2 wounds. That is both passes. We forgot about the Ancient's rolls to see if Azrael and the Lieutenant. Azrael will get to attack back, and the Ancient will not. So Azrael is going to have his 1 attack into Mortarion because, you know, F you. 1 hit on a 2+. That's a hit. Wounding on strength 6 is going to be wounding on a 5. That is not a wound. All right, so now my Ancient's going to attack back into his Plague Marines. 3 attacks. That is 2 hits. That is no wounds. And that is it for the Death Guard turn here on turn 3. The cards that he scored were Assassinate, killed 2 characters, almost 3. So only 1 point there. Blood and Guts killed 2 units, almost 3. And then he got Secure Objective 5. And he's going to get rid of Secure Objective 6. So that leaves my opponent with 9 points. All right, so these are the objectives for the Dark Angels that I drew here. Those rolls there are what this is. This is going to be how many turns. This is the objectives I need to get. So that is going to be it for the Dark Angels objectives. We'll come back to you after movement phase on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 3. My Lasbros stood still. My Ancient fell back out of combat over here. Scouts moved up here. They fell out of combat with the Lord of Contagion. These scouts stood still where they were. These Reavers moved up here towards him, and that is it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, my Lasbros are now going to fire into Mortarion in the shooting phase. 4 shots hitting on 3s because he did not get Miasma Pestilence off, which is why I rolled 2 2s. So here we go. 2 hits, wounding on 3s. Okay, 1 wound.
Well, he ain't gonna die.
4 up invul save. Oh, fell off the table. Oh, he's good. My Reavers are going to fire into his Tallyman over there. 12 shots, hitting on 3s. All right. Oh, they can do well. Not my Lasbros, though. These are now going to be wounding on 5s. They are doing pretty good. I will take that. So we have 4 wounds. AP nothing, so 4 3-ups. Failing 2 of them. Feel no pains. Felt 1 of the pains. All right, these scouts and these scouts here are going to fire into his Plague Marines. 14 shots between them over there because 1 from the back squad is in rapid fire range and everyone in the other squad's in rapid fire range. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Alrighty. These are now going to be wounding on 5s. Okay. Getting 3 wounds.
Shoot me with?
Bolters. So 3 3-ups. Failing 1. Feel no pain. Nope, he ain't feeling no pain. Reavers are going to charge into his Tallyman over here. Plasma pistol. Overwatching. Nope, no hit. Charge distance. 6 inches, I don't think makes it. Yep, they didn't make it in. So that is it for the Dark Angels turn. We'll come back to you with the card scored. All right, so I scored Secure Objective 1 when my Ancient moved over here onto Objective 1. And then Mission Critical Objective, I rolled that 6. And my Lasbros here are holding Objective 6. So that is going to be it for the Dark Angels here. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Death Guard on turn 4. All right, movement phase for the Death Guard here on turn 4. His Malignant Plaguecaster, his Chaos Lord, and his Tallyman all advanced forward up this way. His 2 Plague Burst Crawlers moved up over this way. His Plague Marines moved up towards my Ancient over here. His his Noxious Blight Bringer moved up over this way. So did Mortarion, looking over here onto Jenkins' squad. this squad of Plague Marines moved up over this way, and the Lord of Contagion moved up into the ruins under here, underneath these guys here. And that is it for the movement phase. So we will come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so first things first, Mortarion is going to cast Curse of the Leper onto the scout squad over here. So he needs to get a 7 for this to go off. Goes off with an 8. So now he rolls 7 dice. Every one of these dice that is above their toughness is a mortal wound. So right now they are toughness 3 because they are within 7 inches of Mortarion. So every 4 up that you see on these dice will be a mortal wound. Okay, 1 mortal wound. And now he is going to smite into them. Going off with a 5. That is 2 mortal wounds. And he will be smiting as well into my Ancient. Needing a 6. That goes off with a 10. This is D3 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds. All right, so starting off the shooting phase now, his Plague Marines will fire into my Ancient over here. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good. These are now going to be wounding on 3s and 4s. All right, so 1 AP minus 3, plus 1 because he's in cover, looking for a 5 up. Oh, he makes that one. And then 3 2-ups. And he makes all of those ones. Woo! And now this Plague Burst Crawler is going to fire the Heavy Slugger into my Ancient, and everything else is going to go into my Devastator squad. So the Heavy Slugger first. These are hitting on 5s because he moves. That's 2 hits. Rerolling that 1 because of the Lord. That's 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. That is 1 wound. AP minus 1 plus 1 because he's in cover. 3 up. Save. Nope, he did. And now the Entropy Cannon into my Devastators over here. Hitting on 5s. Ooh, 2 hits. That is 2 wounds. Minus 4 plus 1 because they're in cover. Nope, failing both of those. So D6 each. Oh, they're 1 wound each. It doesn't make a difference. And now the mortar. That is 5 shots. That is rerolling that 1 because of the Lord. That's a hit. Wow, 4 hits on 5s. Pretty good. Wounding on 2s, rerolling because of Plague Weapon. So that is 4 wounds. AP minus 2 plus 1 because they're in cover. Looking for 4 ups. Nope, failed 3 of them. His second Plague Burst Crawler is going to fire the Heavy Slugger and the Entropy Cannons into my Intercessors, and the Mortar is going to fire into my Reavers over here. So we're going to start with the Heavy Slugger. On 5s, just 1. So that's 1 hit. That is not a wound. And the 2 Entropy Cannons, that is no hits. And the Mortar, 2 shots, getting 1 hit. That is a wound. 4 is not a save, so this is going to be D6.
D3.
D3. Oh, D3, so 1 wound.
Yeah.
His his Noxious Blight Bringer is going to shoot through the window into my scouts over here with a plasma. That is not a hit. Plague Marines here are going to fire into my scouts over here. So we've got plasma and a bunch of bolters that are going to be firing in. These are all going to be hitting on 3s. All right.
Plenty of 1s and 2s for you.
Plenty of 1s and 2s. All right, these are now going to be wounding on 3s and 4s. So that is going to be 2, just the 2 wounds there. 2 3-up saves. And I make 1, fail 1. Mortarion is going to shoot into my Intercessors. That is a hit. That is a wound. AP minus 3, plus 1 because they're in cover. Nope, that 1 guy is dead. So that is it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, these guys are going to charge into my scouts over here. They're going to fire Overwatch on 6s, rerolling 1 because they didn't move. Nope, no hits there. Their charge distance. Yup, that is in. All right, so now Mortarion is going to charge into Jenkins' squad over here. Jenkins is going to throw a crack grenade at him. The other guy is going to rapid fire. So Sergeant, not Jenkins, is going to rapid fire his bolter there. These are going to be hitting on 6s. Getting 1 bolter hit, but that is not a wound. Mortarion's charge distance is 5 inches. Should get him in. And then the Lord of Contagion is going to try to charge in. Overwatching. Nope, no hits there. His charge distance is in. All right, we're going to start with the Plague Marines into my scouts over here. So we're going to go with Power Fists are going to be yellow. The whites are going to be the regular guys, hitting on 3s and 4. Oop, those do not hit. So getting 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Wounding on 4s. That is 4 wounds. 4 up armor saves. Making 2 of them, failing 2 of them. I'm down to 1 guy. Now the Lord of Contagion is going to attack into my intercessors over here. 4 attacks. That is all but 1 hit. Is he a lord? Is he considered a lord? No, he's not. Death to the False Emperor. There was 1 6 in there.
1?
Yeah. Okay. That's a hit. So these are now going to be wounding on 3s. So that's 3 wounds at AP minus 3. So 3 6 up serves. Making 1. So here we go. First one, D3, is dead guy and dead guy. All right, so now Mortarion is going to eviscerate into Jenkins' squad because he's heard the stories. He's heard the stories. So here we go. He is going to be hitting on 2s. Oh boy, all wounds, all hits. Wounding on 2s. Yeah, they are real dead. Jenkins, no! And my sergeant's gonna punch back over here. 2 attacks on 3s. That is 1 hit. That is 1 wound. 3 up armor save. No, feel no pain. Oh, he felt no pain. All right, I have the 1 morale test to take over here. He lost 3 guys from his squad, and he is near the noxious Blightbringer, which makes him -1 leadership. So here comes my leadership test. Lost 3, so 3 plus 6. It's going to be 9. He will run away unless I can roll because of, and they shall know no rules. Into a 4, making it 7. He's good to go. He is going to stay there, but we're not. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we are going to end this game, with a victory for the Death Guard. A brutal, brutal game. Mortarion almost single-handedly tore through my entire Blood Angel section of my list. It was brutal. It was brutal. It was brutal. But a ton of fun. I had a really good time. I needed to do more damage. My last cannons were failing me left and right, which was not great. And he was able to take down everything else that was going to be of major disservice to his forces in good order there. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil the Glacial Geek as always. My opponent's been Jason, and until next time, have fun.